Hello again. I hope you're ready for some more fun Bible crafts because today we are featuring one of my favorite craftable elements, stars. Our scripture lesson is taken from the Old Testament, Genesis 15, where God made his covenant with Abraham and promised that his descendants would be as numerous as the stars in the sky, which are quite a lot, provided you don't live in some area where you can't see the stars because of light pollution, but that's another story. Anyway, we are going to make 3 crafts today that have to do with stars. And of course, stars are also wonderful if you're talking about Epiphany. But today, we're talking about Abraham. So our first craft we're going to make is a mini galaxy in a bottle, which is a fun craft to do for any occasion, really. But we're going to decorate a little container. And you could also use a used and empty, of course, water bottle, or you could use some other kind of transparent container, just really anything soda bottle. You can make it bigger. You can make it, well, not much smaller than this, but whatever works for you. So we'll start out by putting on some fun little decorations. We're going to decorate the cap of this, or the lid. So I'm going to put a little caption. I'm going to caption my cap to remember what it is that we're talking about here. And we'll throw on some stickers, some other fun stuff. So I might say something like the stars in the sky, God keeps promises. I could put Genesis 15 if I had room. And then I will attach that to my little container here. And I can decorate this part too. Just so happen to have some fun star stickers that I could use. Because again, we're making ourselves a little mini galaxy. Galaxy in a bottle, or in this case, galaxy in a cup container thingy-mer-bobby. Yeah, whatever that is. There's some stars around here. And then I'm going to make the fun magic happen. And you could also have Sharpie, write someone's name on here, write a verse, put another verse, however you want to do it. Now we're going to throw in some glitter and some little sequins of various fun sizes here, because that's what we do. We work with glitter. We're not afraid of it. And I'm going to add a little bit of water. And also a little bit of oil. This makes it fun. Makes it kind of like a lava lamp, which is another fun craft you could do. And then for extra appearance, I'm going to throw in a couple of drops of food coloring, which are kind of fun because they sort of nestle into that oil at first. Now you want to make sure your lid is very securely secure. I would even go so far as to recommend perhaps hot gluing it, depending on what kind of lid you have, or perhaps putting on some duct tape or some other kind of tape. Scotch tape is not the best kind, but we're going to do it in a pinch. You could also secure it with perhaps a rubber band, whatever you have that will make sure this doesn't go flying off. Then you can have some fun shaking it up and watching those cool, awesome sparkles and colors and oils just play around there. So, galaxy in a cup. That is craft number 1 for our Starry adventures. Now, Starry craft number 2 is going to be a collage of sorts. Also, something we can hang up for fun. So, we're going to actually start here with, well, we're going to start with kind of the base of our collage. I'm going to just use kind of a small strip of paper that I can add fun things to. So here, I'm going to start with some stars. You know what, let's make this bigger, I apologize. Let's do a big piece of paper so I can put some fun stars on it. And you can just cut these stars out. I have a lot of variety in my starry spectrum here. And we're going to go to town and have a lot of fun with our star collage. Of course, we also want to remember why we're making a random star collage. So we're going to caption it. And I can put on these big stars something like a reference, Genesis 15. God promised Abraham. You could say something like descendants, sons, whatever. You can get as detailed as you want to there in the story, or not. And then we're going to simply glue or tape some of these down. I'm just going to go with tape for the moment because it's fast. And we're going to throw some other stars on here. I happen to have a bunch of fun star stickers. Now, I can also make sure to remember God keeps all of his promises. Trust him, because that's our focus this week. Trust in God. We don't always understand what he's doing. We don't always understand the timing of what he's doing, but what he is doing, but he's working. And we remember he has given us Jesus. Yes, I just so happen to have a star sticker that says Jesus. Long story. Anyways, we've got, so to make this even more fun and three-dimensional, we're going to add some fun stars kind of hanging off of this as well. And if you would like to, you can put additional, some more stickers, because why not? You can always use more stickers. Additional verses and captions on these hanging stars. So here I've got a few stars, and I'm going to do some hole punching in them. I've got a lot of stars. And I'm going to attach these other stars with either some yarn or some string or whatever you'd like to use. So I have my hole punch stars here. I'm going to put some hole punches on my paper. And now we're going to grab some ribbon here, or like I said, yarn, string, whatever you've got. And we will attach my extra stars to the bottom because that's just super fun. We have all sorts of fun stars, and you could even, I'm going to use the same piece of string here and throw on some tape so they don't all jumble at the bottom. Then we've got some more stars, stars just everywhere. This just makes it kind of more fun because you have something that's like hanging around, hanging off. So here's one side of my stars, and you can do, of course, many, many more. We're trying to make this not take forever, but if you've got forever to take, please get more creative. And you can also, if you would like, put a string at the top so you can hang this up somewhere, or you could even use a clothes hanger and hang it somewhere nice and big. Again, you've got lots of options. This is just the springboard to spark your creative and imaginative crafting abilities. But please, take it away and do your thing with it. That's what we're here for. Well, that's what you're here for. We're just here to get the ideas rolling. So here we have your fun and fantastic star hanging mobile to remember, yes, there are a lot of stars in the sky. There are a lot of descendants of Abraham. He had many sons. Many sons had Father Abraham. I'm one of them, and so are you. Oh, that's another song. Anyway, so there's our fun star collage. So, final craft. Craft number 3. This one is a bit open-ended as well. And it's basically another fun starry night kind of a thing. This one will look a little more like actual stars. What we're going to do is we're going to have some fun with flicker paint. Now, what is flicker paint, you might ask? It's potentially very messy. What we're going to do is we're going to get some paint on a piece of paper, whatever this is, a plate. That's what this is. And then with this paint or glue or whatever you have, we're going to make our stars. There we go. You don't need a tremendous amount, but some would help. Also, prior to doing any of your painting, we're going to be captioning this plate, or I'm sorry, captioning this paper. And so you're going to, if you have a dark piece of paper, it's going to work well if you want it to look more like a starry night. So you can say just something like as simple as God keeps promises. You can put a verse. You can have another piece of paper that has a caption on here, however you'd like to do it. But we'll do that first because, like I said, this is going to potentially get a little bit messy. And that's okay. It's more fun when it's messy. So, ooh, that did not work as planned. So I've got my paint. And again, use whatever colors you have and want to use. I'm going to use some white for my stars. If you've got yellow, you are welcome to use yellow. And what we're going to do with this is the fun part. So you can use a paintbrush or a toothbrush. I happen to think a toothbrush works pretty well, but you will see why momentarily. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a smock on small children, unless you want them covered in paint. We're going to rub our toothbrush into the paint, get it nice and painty. Then we're going to flick and spatter this paint. So what you do is you're just going to hold your finger on the paintbrush and you're just going to, just flick it, or let the kids flick it. And this is all kinds of fun because it gets all over everywhere. And again, it does have a tendency to spatter, so just be careful. Don't let kids go wild. This is why white is kind of a good color to do. It's a little bit less hazardous. So once you've got your paper totally spattered in your paint, again, you can use multiple colors if you want to do white and yellow here. Then, if you want, you can add an extra touch with some glitter. And the glitter might just stick right onto that paint if you don't have enough. You might want to put the glitter down first. That way you can put some glue for the glitter to stick to, and then add the splatter. But again, that's up to you. However crafty you're feeling. So there we have our awesome, cool, constellation-like starry night. So, starry collage mobile, starry paint splatter, starry galaxy. There's a lot you can do with stars. There's a lot of reasons to use stars. And Genesis 15 is one great one. So hopefully, again, this is a springboard to spark your imagination. I hope that helps. I hope you have fun. I hope you have lots of finger wipes and painting smocks and table covers on hand for some of this action, but enjoy it. Feel free to change it and manipulate it and use it however and wherever you are doing ministry. And come back and check us out again because we have children's messages and crafts posted weekly. Hopefully this is a blessing to you and to the children and adults that you work with. Have a wonderful week. Go make some crafts, make some disciples. We'll see you next time.